Namaskar friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. Continuing our discussion on understanding the 7th house lord's placement in different nakshatras. In this video we will try to understand what kind of distinctive personality traits you can find in your partner, or what could be the theme of your matrimonial life if your 7th house lord is going to be placed in the nakshatra number 25, which is the Purvabhadrapada nakshatra. So friends, the whole objective of this playlist is that we are trying to classify all the nakshatras in the 4 categories of what could be the strength side of that nakshatra, connected weaknesses, connected opportunities, and what could be the karmic baggage or the most dreadful side of the functioning of that nakshatra, because at the end of the day planets bring results on the basis of their own innate nature and blending it with which nakshatra behind the zodiac sign they are present in your chart. So friends, before we will start our discussion customized to our today's category, let's first try to understand little bit about this Purvabhadrapada nakshatra. So guys, this nakshatra occupies the space from 20 degree of the Aquarius sign reaching till 3 degree 20 minutes of the Pisces sign. The ownership of this nakshatra goes to the planet Jupiter. So now you can fairly see this thing that because of the involvement of the Aquarius, so Saturn is in the picture, because of the involvement of Pisces, Jupiter is also involved, and Jupiter also at the same time rules this nakshatra at the same time. When you will try to decipher the name itself, see, Purvabhadrapada can be translated as Purva, can be translated as the former one, and Bhadrapada can be translated as Bhadra means something which is lucky or blessed, and Pada means feet. So this term can be interpreted as the former lucky feet. Now when we try to get deeper into the meaning of this Purvabhadrapada, so then you will understand that the symbology associated with this nakshatra is of the front 2 legs of a funeral cot, like a cot or a bed in which a dead body is taken for the cremation or for the death rituals. But if you will try to understand even this symbology from a spiritual mindset, so you will get to know that even death on a spiritual, on a transcendental level can be seen as the transfer of the soul from one plane to another plane, from one body to another body. And just because we are now about to reach the end of the zodiac belt, the Pisces sign, which is the original 12th house energy, which in itself represents moksha, liberation. And friends, if you want to understand the nature of the presiding deity or the god which presides over this nakshatra, so that is the Aja Ekapada. So even Aja Ekapada, if you will try to understand, Aja means someone who is supernatural or unborn. Eka means one, and Pada means the foot. So because of which in our Vedic scriptures, Aja Ekapada has been described in a little bit of a diabolical way. I mean to say, a god who is very macabre, who has a goat kind of face, has 1 feet, who is very ferocious, and who has got very strong supernatural diabolical powers. So Aja Ekapada has been described in a way that Aja Ekapada holds or is a part of the entourage of the Lord Rudra or the Lord Shiva. Because if Lord Shiva has one side of the manifestation of Lord Shiva as a god of innocence, a god who gets pleased very quickly, but at the same time Lord Shiva presides over death as well. Lord Shiva presides over, and Lord Shiva rules over all the souls, all the spirits, all the ghosts. He is also considered as the Bhutnath as well. So because of which, this is how you can correlate the functioning or the nature of this presiding deity, which is Aja Ekapada. And if you want to understand the symbols associated with this nakshatra, so one symbol is of a sword, which can be interpreted in a way that sword which is used to cut off the ties. And the second symbol associated with the functioning of this nakshatra is of a two-faced man, so which can be interpreted in a way that one face is looking at the former life and another phase is looking towards the advancement or the next life. So friends, this is something which I wanted to tell you about general attributes of this Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra. Now we will start our discussion classifying it into the 4 categories. So to begin with, now if you want to understand the strength side of the functioning of this nakshatra, so when it comes to devotion, when it comes down to loyalty, when it comes down to simplicity and hard work, so these all are the keywords or personality traits where these Purvabhadrapada natives excel. And just because I have already explained you the significance or the involvement of the death ritual or the front 2 legs of a funeral cot, so which in a way metaphorically in today's day and age can be looked at from the perspective of transformation and adaptability as well. So because of which, with the involvement of this Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra, whichsoever planet is your 7th house lord, if it is going to be present in the Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra, so marriage can actually give healthy transformation to your life. Now this could be looked at anyways. You might be a very lazy, careless, alcoholic, you might have all the vices present in you. But the moment you get into a matrimonial bond, so marriage holds the capacity to completely transform your life for good. And at the same time, just because your 7th house lord is going to be present in this Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra, so because of which even the adaptability quotient also remains very high at the same time. So no matter, even if you will get into a matrimonial tie where your partner's background, his upbringing and overall taste and preferences in the life is completely in contradiction with your nature, but still your partner might be able to adjust in marriage, in relationship. So even from that perspective, the energies of this nakshatra can be seen as very conducive, can be seen as very positive. So guys, summarizing the strength side of this nakshatra is a very intense nakshatra. The capacity of devotion, capacity of hard work, capacity of compromise and sacrifice is very strong, is very intense in the functioning of this nakshatra. So I mean to say, if your 7th house lord is going to be in a strengthened state present in this Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra, so definitely you are heading towards a partner or a matrimonial bond where care for each other, love for each other, devotion for each other could be very intense. Now guys, moving ahead to the next section. Now if you want to understand the connected weaknesses of the functioning of this nakshatra, so like the way it has been ascribed or explained in our Vedic scriptures, so the energies of this nakshatra has got little bit of the duality in its functioning. There is always a inherent liking and inclination towards the dark side of the life. So because of which, although if your 7th house lord is present in the Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra, your 7th house lord is a planet like Mars or planet like Saturn, you might run into a partner who might be in secret services, who might be a cop, in police or working in any of the law related, law enforcement connected fields. So from that perspective, the energies of this nakshatra can still be seen as favorable or positive. But in case of affliction, the energies or the functioning of this nakshatra can actually give someone inclination towards secrecy, dark side, dark entities. Now we know this thing that there are those people who worship holy figures, divinity, and but at the same time there are all those people as well who have always their attention, their natural liking towards all kind of self-torture, self-abuse or even devotion towards the satanic figures. So that kind of weakness or that kind of vulnerability is always going to be there if your 7th house lord is going to be present in this Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra. But guys, the good part here is that these natives generally tend to remain very devoted and they actually respect a lot to all those people towards whom they have strong faith. So if in your case your 7th house lord is going to be a benefic planet and it is going to be present in the Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra, like excluding planet Mercury, which if present in the Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra should not be present in the Pisces section where it gets debilitated. But apart from that, if your 7th house lord being a benefic planet, it's going to be present in the Purvabhadrapada Nakshatra, so the devotion aspect is definitely going to be intense at the same time. So friends, moving to the next section of understanding the connected opportunities with the functioning of this nakshatra. So it has been generally seen in the research that if you have your 7th house lord planet being present in this Purvabhadrapada nakshatra, so these natives tend to remain so much devoted towards the people, towards the cause, where they have strong faith that they do not even hesitate in putting all of their possession, their assets, their earning completely to the cause or the partner they are in relationship with. So because of which the capacity of devotion, trust and faith is definitely very strong in the functioning of this nakshatra. And one more thing which can be correlated and can be put in the category of the opportunities is that many times it has been seen that just because of the inherent intensity in the functioning of this nakshatra, these natives have this potential of remaining in relationship or staying with their partner no matter how much hardship, what kind of crisis, what kind of challenges are coming in. Because many times guys, we have seen this thing in the western part of the world where the conviction part, the faith or the devotion aspect always lack. So no matter if in someone's case, if some disease came, some bankruptcy came, some disability came, so the relationship falls apart. But if your 7th house lord is going to be present in this Purvabhadrapada nakshatra, and God forbid if any of these unforeseen or negative situation or event occur in a matrimonial bond, you can fairly trust in the bond, you can fully trust in your partner that your partner is definitely going to be with you facing all of these challenging situations. So that is how you can correlate the functioning of this nakshatra or can put this like attribute or trait in the opportunity section of this nakshatra. Apart from that, these natives are definitely very hardworking, they are very loyal, and even from the financial aspect, because this nakshatra is being ruled by the planet Jupiter, which in itself represents wealth, which in itself represents expansion. And not only that, the 3/4 of this nakshatra resides in a very futuristic sign, which is Aquarius, and 1/4 resides in the Pisces sign, again ruled by the Jupiter. And last thing guys, if you want to understand the most dreaded side of the functioning of this nakshatra, so the only thing which I want to advise you over here is that just because of the inherent intensity and little bit of the fear of the darkness in the functioning of this nakshatra, like for example, if your 7th house lord is going to be present in the Purvabhadrapada nakshatra, but it is present in the 8th house of secrecy, of hidden energy, or in the 12th house, and Rahu is also putting its affliction over there, or Saturn is also conjunct over there, or Saturn is your 7th house lord, then in those kind of circumstances or situation, native is definitely going to have inclination or craving towards the dark side of the life. So it all comes down to what kind of guidance your partner is getting, what kind of advisors and influence your matrimonial path or your matrimonial life is exposed to. If you are being exposed to these kind of evil, negative energy, then it could lead you towards any sort of like losses or any form of being lost on your path or being driven towards some of the evil entity. So that is something which I want to advise you, or which could be seen as the connected karmic baggage or the dreaded side of the functioning of this nakshatra. So this is something friends which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for the 7th house lord's placement in the Purvabhadrapada nakshatra. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Thank you.